Birmingham, Alabama. It was a pivotal town in America's Industrial Revolution. Through iron and steel, Birmingham experienced rapid growth at the turn of the 20th century. Today, the metropolitan area is home to over 1 million Alabamans, and the region now acts as a connector, a central hub uniting the Piedmont region, the Appalachian region, and the Deep South. In the fall, the only thing on anyone's mind here in Dixie is the great game of football. America's game is beloved from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. But in the Deep South, it's not just a game. Oh no, it's a religion. And in Sweet Home Alabama, it's a state divided between the Tigers and the Tide. For 40 years, the two largest schools in the state would meet at Legion Field in Birmingham, the home of college football's greatest rivalry from 1948 to 1988. The acclaimed Iron Bowl was a Magic City fall staple, and year after year, the Vulcan, the Roman god of metalworking, looked on atop his perch from Red Mountain. Heralded as the football capital of the South, Legion Field first opened its gates in 1927. The Old Gray Lady, as it became known, was completed at a cost of less than $500,000, with a capacity of just over 20,000. But throughout the years it began to grow. Named after the American Legion, the pride of Graymont Avenue at one time seated over 80,000 spectators. Believe it or not, the largest crowd in stadium history wasn't for a football game. In 1996, Atlanta hosted the Centennial Olympic Games, and some of the summer events were held in nearby cities. On July 20th of that year, 83,183 fans witnessed the United States men's national team take on Argentina in the opening match at Legion Field, 2 hours west of Atlanta. In the late 80s, the Iron Bowl shifted from Birmingham to the campus sites of the two schools. To many, it felt like a letdown. The Iron Bowl is a major sports event after all, and for the first time in 40 years, the Iron City would not be involved in the equation. But in 1991, a 3-year football drought at Legion Field came to a close, this time in the form of a full-time tenant. The UAB Blazers began the football program's transition that year from a club team to a competitor in NCAA Division III. The Blazers joined FBS and were admitted to Conference USA in 1999. But the glory came crashing down in 2014. It appeared the program was dead when Sports Illustrated came out with a bombshell report. UAB would eliminate football, citing financial concerns. The announcement sparked furious outrage from the team, from the alumni, and from the citizens of Birmingham. Efforts to save the football program started immediately from all four corners of Alabama. Amazingly, over $27 million were raised, and on June 1st, 2015, the unmatched resolve of the UAB family was rewarded. School President Ray Watts stepped to the podium and announced the Blazers would be back on the gridiron in 2017. The next year yielded the first ever conference title for the Blazers, as they defeated Middle Tennessee State in the Conference USA Championship before winning the Boca Raton Bowl, the first bowl game victory in team history. 2019 brought a third straight bowl appearance, and this time the most prestigious one yet, a jazzy trip to the New Orleans Bowl. Next autumn, all the familiar sights and sounds will return to the Magic City. As the leaves change hues and the October winds begin to swirl, football season will intensify, just like it always does, in the Yellowhammer State. In 2021, UAB will once again emerge from the iconic dragon as the Blazer faithful applaud. But this time, the familiar roar won't come from Graymont Avenue. The university is currently constructing a brand new house for UAB football. Protective Stadium will open in 2021, and the Blazers will leave Legion Field for their newer, more intimate home on grounds, leaving the old Gray Lady without a tenant, creating an uncertain future for the iconic venue. The city of Birmingham is slated to host the World Games in 2022, and it's expected the Legion Field will host several athletic events. Games will take place over an 11-day period that summer, featuring 30 sports that were not contested at the Summer Olympics. Over 24 venues in the Birmingham area will host at least one event during the World Games. Over its long and storied lifetime, the stadium has been home to many professional football teams as well, from the Birmingham Vulcans of the World Football League to the Barracudas of the Canadian Football League. The XFL's Thunderbolts took to the gridiron at Legion Field for a single season in 2001, as did the Birmingham Iron of the short-lived Alliance of American Football in 2019. The city's long love affair with fleeting football leagues begs the question, could another pro team return to the Magic City in the future with the revival of the XFL or the creation of a new spring football league? Only time will tell. So while we aren't quite sure what Legion Field will look like a decade from now, or if it'll even still be standing for that matter, we do know a few things. The memories made here on Graymont Avenue will live on for eternity. The familiar smell of hot dogs and popcorn will never be forgotten. And the sounds of fall Saturdays, the pop of the pads, the blow of the whistle, the harmony of the marching band, and the roar of the crowd will echo throughout the football capital of the South forever.